Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about trading psychology, fundamental and technical aspect of trading that we are doing every trading day. So today is the first day of trading week. This is the first session. Very important day, an important session, as you know that this is the first day of trading week. I'm really hungry to have some good trade. As you can see that the market is doing exactly according to the analysis. So this is the beginning almost in the day. As you can see, we had a session, Sydney session, just observance. Now this is London session coming up, and then New York session. We'll be looking at all of them, and I'll also analyze all the pairs you guys are trading. Let me know in the live chat which one you are up to so that we can look at together. So let's begin today's session. And before I go further, make sure guys that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let's begin with, first of all, gold. As I mentioned, gold analysis. You have seen my weekly forex forecast. Gold in fact has done exactly as per the analysis, has broken to the upside. Now let's see what my plan on gold is, and then I'll look at what you guys are up to. Now as you can see, gold from this important level, this is the 4-hour time frame. We can look at further lower time frame later. First, let's look at the daily to see how the market opens, because market opening is key to understand actually the market, how it is doing. Now for me, you know what, I think that gold might come back to retest the daily 20 EMA. This is a very important area of value, and I sincerely believe that gold will come back down again to test the daily 20 EMA. And for that reason, I'm actually waiting for an entry for a buy opportunity on gold. Now this is the daily opening. You can see there is a little bit of gap, opening gap up, and after a little pullback, initially gold has a bounce. Now this is the bounce that expected, because this is what I mentioned in everywhere in all the analysis, that gold is likely to be bullish. The reason is gold has a bounce from an important area of value, and this is a smart money area, as you can see. And from there, gold has a bounce, means that we can expect now gold to continue to go up and fill that week. This is the daily time frame. But before going to that point, I think that gold may have another retest of this daily 20 EMA. When the price does that, cross this kind of important zone, such as daily 20 EMA, it may not go there without retesting that same level. Might be creating a higher low or any kind of retest, and then we could see that gold is moving to the upside. Looking at the bigger picture, monthly, okay, this is the monthly candle. Now why do I look at monthly? Because monthly, weekly will give you a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. Now looking at the monthly time frame, what we see that gold has a long wick at the top. Now what is the importance of looking at the long wick at the top is that when you see this kind of candle, you can expect, it's just the beginning of the month, it's still 22 days remaining for the month. It initiated a length, a long wick at the top. That means that anytime we could expect the market to fill that long wick. But what I think that it might go up and down a lot, but at some point, anytime we see gold is coming to the support level, we can expect another bounce to the upside. So my bias on gold on the intraday is bullish, but on the lower time frame, such as on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, there could be selling opportunity as well based on the price section. We'll look at that. So if we look at the weekly, this is the weekly candle that I was talking about. That's a long week. This week, from the weekly, I see that gold is wholehearted bullish, because you can see that when you see this kind of candle that has a liquidity at the bottom and also long week, that's highly likely the price will go ahead and fill that long week at the top. Now there's a gap opening also. You can see this gap opening very visible, so you could see good movement to the upside. Now for that move, what I need actually a retest of this. You can see this long wick doji. This is the high of this doji, and this is a very important level of support for this current movement, and I will be waiting for a retest of this level and then to go to the upside. Now from the daily, this is where you see that very important level that we are talking about. I'm expecting gold to come down, test the daily 20 EMA again, and then to go bullish. So let's look at now 4 hour. Now this is the 4 hour time frame. You can see after back to back 2 dojis gold. In fact, once the market opened, we have seen initial movement to the upside. I think that at some point we could be able to see some downward movement on this one, especially to this daily 20 EMA will give me a really good bullish trading opportunity. Going back to the very lower time frame on the 1 hour, you can see that from the 1 hour, this is the impulse that has a huge drop last week, and we took some part of this movement, a trade here. Now I will be waiting for another entry. Now you can see that this is the 1 hour chart. After going to that zone, the price now slowly coming down for a pullback. So I want to see that. You can see this is the 1 hour. First of all, it made this move consolidation and then another move. Okay, now what I need is for the price to break that all down towards downside, and then to create an impulse here, and that will give us a very good long-term trading opportunity to the upside. And this level I will be waiting. You can see this zone is crucially important, where there is a daily 20 EMA and also the previous resistance turn support here, and this is where I will be waiting for an entry for a bit more bigger long-term trade. Now for lower time frame, if we see that very quick drop, maybe we can look for even selling opportunity. This is what I talk about always, guys, that time frame is very important. If you look that daily 4 hour giving bullish trade on the lower time frame, you might find selling opportunity as well. Okay, we might find selling opportunity if we see suitable entry even on the 5 minutes time frame or on the 15 minutes. For 1 hour or 4 hour, I will look for bullish trading opportunity. So let's see how it does. Now this 15 minutes candle, this one, you can see this is a bearish candle. There's a liquidity grab, and if we see another one has done the same thing, I will be looking for selling for short term to this level. So let's keep eye on that, guys. Let me know in the chat which one you are up to so that we can discuss together. How are you doing? And let me know. Thank you very much. Okay, so Ezzy, thank you very much. Good morning, Mila. Good morning, Nizam. Thank you from Virginia. Thank you very much, Mila, for joining. Terimo, that's good morning, Forex user. Thank you, Terimo. Mila, Gbpusd, I will be looking at Kennedy. Good morning, coach. Thank you, Kennedy. Let's go. Just blues. Very good. Thank you. Good, coach. This is a great stuff. Thank you very much, James. Awesome. DXY, yeah, we'll be looking at that. DXY, dollar yen, euro dollar, Gbpusd, yeah, all of them I'm thinking. Safari guide, good morning, coach. Tuned live from Uganda. Yeah, thank you very much for being here. So I will be looking at good morning, thank you. Good morning, thank you, Sharon, Abhijit, thanks for being here. Okay, so I'll be looking at Gbpusd, DXY. So let's first look at DXY. In fact, it will tell a lot of story about most of the instrument. I'll be looking at daily first of all on DXY. Now you can see the DXY on the market opening. In fact, from the doji, DXY started to drop, and this is what I expected in all my analysis as well. Now DXY for me already below the support level. You can see that this is a very important level of support on DXY, and the price is just below this support level. So we could see that DXY after little pullback we can expect further drop on this one. So we see that DXY after testing this level previously has a rejection towards the downside. Now this is the daily chart. An important level, support level, is broken on DXY, and I think that we might see further drop. But there is this long wick candle, this zone. I'll be really happy to open sell position. That's why I was waiting to see a bit more, because this is an imbalance here. Now if there is a huge pressure, even without feeling that imbalance, the market might drop. Or if the market is still wants to go up, then we can find a really good trading opportunity. But for me it's bearish. So let's look at bigger picture, monthly. Now from the monthly we can see that DXY currently facing a monthly support, okay, but it still is far, okay. We still can expect a drop on DXY. Now if we look at the weekly, this is where very good trading opportunity. I see that on the weekly there is a liquidity grab at the top, there is a long wick at the bottom. Very highly likely that DXY will drop, even without retesting this level. It might even drop because it's below this support level. Now if we look at daily, we see that there is a long wick candle, okay, and this is what we are discussing. So let's jump onto the lower time frame. On the intraday 4 hour, after this doji on the first session, second session, we saw that there is a drop and the price now going up for a pullback. We see that the market already below this support level, okay. So what I think that after pullback we can expect further drop on DXY. So yeah, so from the lower time frame I see that possible further drop on DXY that could lead Gbpusd, euro dollar, AUD USD to be bearish. So let's look at how it does. I'll be looking at now Gbpusd. Okay, so from the bigger picture perspective on Gbpusd, what we see that I'll be looking at, first of all, daily. Okay, what we see that from the daily, this is the daily candle, the last day of trading week, which is in fact a typical bullish price action. Okay, so with that bullish price action, we saw that Gbpusd has significant movement to the upside initially, and this is a this is a typical bullish market, no doubt about it. Okay, daily, when I open the chart, the first thing that I do is I look at the bigger picture always. This daily chart is where I look at first of all once I open the chart, is because daily chart always gives me a bit more clearer information. Now if you look at Gbpusd from the daily time frame, what we see that this market in fact is a long-term bullish market, creating series of higher high, okay, and the higher low, which is a long-term bull market. Now with that bullish market, this is the impulse that we saw. Gbpusd has completely broken out of this resistance level. Okay, so if we draw this resistance, you can see that this is the, let me readjust this a little bit. Okay, this is a resistance here on the daily, resistance here, and also resistance here, which turns support here. Has not come back down yet, and I'm expecting it to come down a little further to test the daily resistance as a support. This is the daily price action. Looking at the bigger picture, monthly, now from the monthly, what I see that GU is is already tested this monthly support, and from that zone bounce, means that we can expect. And you can see that I discussed about an imbalance in an yesterday's video you have watched probably on YouTube for free. If you haven't watched, I recommend you to watch that as well. Now you see that Gbpusd has an imbalance in that area. Okay, so highly likely that is the monthly imbalance. What I think that Gbpusd may have a very quick rise on that zone to fill that imbalance in that area. Now, as I mentioned, that if you want to know more about imbalance, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Go to the playlist, any of the available on the YouTube channel. You can watch that video for imbalance, will help you understand, and I'll create more of that. Let me know in the chat if you're still not sure about it. If you look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, Gbpusd, this is the weekly candle, has a long bullish candle. Once the market opened, we saw that initial movement, an attempt from the buyers. So from the daily, okay, resistance here, resistance here, resistance level. Now from that resistance and support, as I mentioned, the market started to move. Now from the lower time frame, intraday, this is the 4-hour, and I will be really happy to buy if I see the price tested this level here that I have drawn. Let's readjust this one for lower time frame from the 4-hour. I will be happy to go long if Gbpusd coming down to test this support along with 20 EM. It might go up a little bit, to the upside, and in that zone, anytime Gbpusd giving me a retest of this level, we'll look for possible bullish trading opportunity along this zone. Okay, so this one is with GBP USD. I'll be looking at more. Let's look at the chat, guys. Let me know. Good morning, Jerk. Thank you very much. Please analyze AUD CAD. We'll be looking at that. Good morning, coach. You are the best. Thank you very much. You are the best too. Dollar yen, please. I'm buy position, but it's not moving. Thank you. Kennedy, really was last week. How do I join your academy to get well-established strategy in the market? After studying many books, I feel there is more to know in reality. Kennedy, so sorry here that you lose money on gold last week. Look, I understand your feeling, okay, because I was on the same boat that I more often discuss, and for those who know my story very well, I had the biggest loss on gold. That I'll tell you that don't get hopeless. There is always a way out, okay. When I began trading, I had the same thing. I understand what you're going through. Look, the best way to, if you have anyone, I know that in the beginning, anyone coming in trading definitely have a loss, okay. Many of them in the beginning could have a loss, small or big. The best way to mitigate that, to recover that loss, is not to chase it. This is the first thing that I'll tell. Interestingly, I had the biggest loss on gold as well. That's why you saw that my gold analysis goes always to the point, is because of that reason, because I did a lot of research, a lot of time that I gave on gold to understand how the gold market moves. Now, this week I have decided to, guys, to share a very precise strategy on gold. This week I'll release it on YouTube, okay, this Saturday London session time. The only thing I want from you guys, make sure that you subscribe so that you get it as soon as I release it, okay. So because of that, I know that many of you are struggling trading gold, and I know you love trading gold. So 5 minutes time frame, what I look at, especially what kind of candle I look at in 5 minutes to make my trading decision on gold, okay. I'm gonna release it for free, for all of you guys, on Saturday this weekend, on Saturday London session time. So make sure you do two things: subscribe and press bell button, so that once I release, I'll premiere it a day earlier, so that you guys can watch that with me live. So make sure that you stay tuned. I'm gonna give it on Saturday. Okay, so look, if you want to join us, that as I mentioned, that to recover any kind of loss, the first thing that you don't chase losses. And Kennedy, if you really want to join us, this is a good time. I'll say that you can join us. We are doing very well in our academy, and I keep everything very, very reachable for everyone. Okay, last week we had incredible week. Okay, we had net gain of 10.4%, and this week I'm looking forward to have again. You will be learning all the strategy, okay, that is exclusively available for who are studying, and also you will be trading with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So there is always a best thing to take, and I all recommend you to join now instead of losing money, because you can do it by yourself, no doubt, but it takes a long way. That I mentioned that many of I have seen in my own eyes, because if you do it by yourself, there is always needed some kind of guidance, because it's a financial market. Keep in mind, there is always a huge emotion involved in this kind of trading, because it's a hard earned money. Okay, when you trade, you put your capital exposure to the market, and you need proper guidance. Okay, when you are in the VIP group, I can guide you in the right direction, how I manage the trade. You can copy all the trade that I'm trading, and also specific strategy that I'm using. You can use the same strategy that I'm using personally every single day. So yep, there's a link in the description. You can visit the website. Also, there's a link at the top of the chat. Any question, let me know. I'll say that this is the best decision you'll ever made. Everyone coming here, I always keep them forever so that they can grow as a trader. So let's move on with that. Good morning, Gibson. Thank you. Hi, coach. This week, a lot of news for GBP. Yeah, GBP getting very volatile this week. Quite a few high impact news are coming on GBP as well. We'll be looking at that. Good morning, coach. Please, how much do you charge for your VIP membership permanently? Akinemi, thank you very much for asking this question. I keep everything reachable. You can visit the website, and I'm giving you the mentorship link website, guys, for all of you to learn so that you can have all the information. So mentorship, also I have given a link in the chat. You can visit the website. Once you visit the website, click join now button, or scroll down, you'll see all the information available for you. Okay, thank you very much, coach. Thanks for your time and always showing up for everyone. Thank you, Koli, for being here. No problems, it's my job. Good morning, coach. What's your take on AUD CAD and GBP AUD? I will be looking at that. Okay, so let's look at on some of the pair they was asking. AUD CAD. Okay, so we looked at GBP USD. Let me see. Gold, we see that coming down for a pullback, which is this is the 4-hour candle, all right, which is for me a bullish candle. Let me see on the 1 hour how it is doing. So 4-hour candle closing as a half body, half wick. From 15 minutes, we might see after this 4-hour candle close on gold, I really want to buy from a very important area. Okay, let's be patient a little bit. All right, I think that it might come down further to this level, and that can give us a very good buying opportunity. Okay, let me see. Okay, so let's look at dollar yen, and then I'll be looking at all of them to see. Dollar yen from the daily, okay, we saw that after breaking the high, the price coming down again. Okay, so if we look at, this is the weekly candle on dollar yen. I think that initially you can see the market now coming down for a deeper pullback. This is the weekly candle. I think this week dollar yen, you can see after breaking this high, the sellers again selling, and there is a long week candle still here. Okay, so the price now might come down to test some part of this long week, and to me dollar yen, in that move we might see that the price again testing this support zone on the weekly, and then we could see that bounce off from the daily. If I readjust this level, which is like that, you can see this is the daily chart. All right, we might see that again retest of this support zone from the daily. If you extend that, you can find that. And dollar yen, I think that will come down, test this, and then we might see that this market again going up. This is a long-term bullish market, and from the lower time frame you can see the market after this doji is forming here. So with that said, I think that dollar yen, you can see this is there was a double bottom here. Okay, has broken to the upside. Highly likely the price will come down to test this some part of this area, and then we might see that bullish move. For me, I'll wait for dollar yen to buy in a way that I can put my stop loss below this level, which is very high probability to happen. So any kind of drop, okay, you can see it's forming an inverted head and shoulder. So it is important to look at either dollar yen is bouncing off from here or it is coming down further. I think that it might come down a little down because there is an imbalance in that zone, and the price may not go up without feeling that imbalance. Okay, so this will be a good area. I think it might drop further, and at this point I will not be selling dollar yen. For me, will be a good area to go long from this level where we can see this price action. Okay, so dollar yen will be look for potential bullish trading opportunity along this zone. Okay, okay, so dollar yen, it might come down further. I saw some of the pairs showing a very good trading opportunity. One is Aussie yen and CAD JPY. Let's look at GBP JPY as well. So JPY pairs showing very good opportunity, especially Aussie yen, CAD JPY. CAD JPY, you can see back to back 3 dojis. Okay, now this is the second doji, third doji is being formed. Now CAD JPY looks to me as strongly bullish. Okay, you can see back to back 2 dojis here. Any kind of drop, highly likely that this current one might form a narrower like that, and I will straight go long on this one. For me, because it's a very strong impulse, this is what I look at, guys, when I trade the market. You can see from here there was a huge liquidity grab on CAD JPY, created this huge impulse. Now with that impulse, what we have seen that CAD JPY currently coming down to that level. It might come that far or may not come. This is if you look at lower time frame, you can see it's a smooth triangular pattern. Okay, so when you see, this is what I always try to explain, that when you see a very strong impulse, narrower triangle, you can expect this market first to break to the downside and then to trend to the upside. Now CAD-JPY, you can see it's forming this triangle. Now it's trying to break down. I first need to see how much it is breaking down on this candle close. Once it will close as a long wick candle or any kind of red candle, I will straight go long on this one, and I'll send the same trade alert who are trading with us, and I'll explain what strategy I'm using on that trade as well. So yeah, if you want to learn all of them, also I invite you to join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. Okay, let's look at Euro AUD trade. Now this is the trade that I'm also running from YouTube live, guys, that I mentioned earlier, that this is the live trade on YouTube live on New York session during the NFP, given 2 times profit target on this one. Let me know in the chat how many of you is running that trade. Okay, so I'm also running the same trade on this one. Okay, so let me quickly open that. Okay, so let me see my trade on this one. Okay, so I'm running in profit. I'm sure that for those who are on that YouTube live also running in profit. This is what I try to explain, guys, that Forex Wizard is a real trader. You have seen this trade was given in this YouTube live, and it's now just a couple of pips away, hitting 2 times profit target on this one. I closed half of the position. Now I am running the rest of the half of the position in this YouTube live in my real account. I can display that account that I'm trading in my real account. I'm trading with real money. This is the real trading. You can see that this trade was exactly open with you guys in this YouTube live. So let me quickly readjust my screen so that you guys can see that, and let me know in the chat if you guys can see that properly. I'm running with profit on this one, and always I tell you guys that trading is freedom. Okay, it's not hard. You saw how smoothly in this live market I have opened this trade, and I trade on a regulated broker. So in a regulated broker, you can see this is a ever trade real account. Okay, so real means it's a real money I'm putting at risk because I know how to trade. Okay, so if you really want to be a trader, go to the person who truly knows how to trade, who can display his skill before the market. See, everyone in the world can with little knowledge can explain to you what happened in the past. Only the real trader knows what will happen in the future. It's not easy, but over time, if you have the right guidance, you can do that. Now you see that I trade this trade on NFP, and I'm free, right? Over the weekend I went to this and that, and I'm living the life that I want to live. It's a smaller account I have opened because I want to encourage people to open in a smaller account in the beginning. I do have multiple accounts that I copy that trade that give me everything that I need to live my life that I want to live, and you can do that too. Okay, so the only thing that you need to know is that patience, right trading psychology, a strategy that proven, back tested, and that really works. Okay, so if you want to learn my strategy that I am trading like that, making the life that I want to live, if you want to be on that, then you can steal my strategy that you can use. There is a artist called Pablo Picasso. He's a Spanish artist. He said that a bad artist copy, a good artist steal. Okay, so I'll tell you the difference between stealing and copying. So you can steal my strategy. The only thing that you need to do, come to my platform and learn and grow as a trader instead of throwing money into the bin. So make sure that, guys, you understand what I am telling, and I show you who I am, and learn from that who really can guide you to the direction that you want to go. So make sure, link in the description, join us to learn our strategies and on to trade with us, and also trade with a regulated broker. As I mentioned, this is about trade that I am trading. You can find a link in the description area. You can also, I can give you a link in the chat. Join our trade so that you can learn, trade with a regulated broker. So hopefully that you are finding value here, and make sure that you subscribe to stay always at the top of everything. So let's begin with now. Let me know how many of you are running that trade on from YouTube Live. I think that it was a New York live trade, so hopefully that you have on this one. So let's look at now on, let me see what other instrument are doing. So Aussie yen, as I mentioned, that yen pair looks very, very volatile. Okay, so Euro AUD it is still bearish. We see that this market is still dropping, and also you say that any trade that I open, I also send it to my students who are trading with us, and I help them to manage along the way all the trades that we open. So you can see this same trade that I'm running in profit in my live account. Also, I have shared with all the people trading with us, and also we are running that same profit, same trade, risk free. And also I announced that risk free during that live session in the New York time, okay, in New York session live. So let's look at now what we are doing here. See, over trading also sometimes causes losing money. So make sure that you always trade which is perfectly for you, and then hold on to it until it give you the full profit that you are need. And also let me know in the chat, anyone here who is on that trade. Can you check NASDAQ? Yeah, Marion, absolutely. Marion will be looking at. Please, sir, thank you very much. Sir, good morning. How much risk is recommended for $100 account? Yeah, VV channel. Yes, the risk, I think that if it is $100 account, I think the lowest the lot that you can open is 0.01 lot for $100 account. So you can risk, it depends on $10, $5, $100 account. It might be sometimes difficult to risk less than this. So $5 could be an ideal size to risk, or depending on your brokerage. Okay, it depends on, in fact, everyone is different. So for $100 account, I would say that as low as you can take. Okay, it depends on what risk you want to take. All right, so let's look at Euro NZD. You can see that this one also, like Euro AUD, is trying to pull back. Okay, if I look at the daily on Euro NZD, I can see that this market has from this daily bearish engulfer has slowly come to this point. Now what we see that Euro NZD initially has come, I think that it might go up for a bit more pullback, because this market you can see there is an imbalance in that zone. It might go up to fill that imbalance. Okay, especially for Euro NZD, I'll be waiting for a break of this consolidation to the upside, and then to give me potential selling opportunity. All right, so on Euro NZD, let's keep that up. Euro NZD could be a good opportunity if it breaks to the upside, especially it goes to this 20 EMA, and then we'll look for selling opportunity on this one. All right, so let me look at I'll quickly go through all of them to see who is doing what. GBP AUD also highly bearish. We saw that there's a 4-hour candle close, which is a bearish engulfer across this zone, and euro dollar. Okay, so for euro dollar, guys, you can see there is a doji here. Let's importantly look at euro dollar. It's a very important pair now, currently highly volatile. Looking at the monthly perspective on euro dollar, so from the monthly, what do you see? That euro dollar from this support zone has a bounce. All right, this is a strong bounce from this level on euro dollar. Now with that bounce on euro dollar, okay, this is the let me draw that level here. Okay, so this is the resistance level on euro dollar, has a bounce. This is the monthly price action. Now from that level, what we saw that euro dollar initially on the monthly has a bounce, and I think that euro dollar may continue to rise. Now if you look at the weekly, from the weekly there is a doji, and that has grabbed liquidity from this support level. Okay, now with that long wick doji, euro dollar has in fact bounced again. Now if we look at the bigger picture on euro dollar, okay, we see that from the weekly, starting with this zone, there is a huge liquidity grab from here, created this impulse followed by this correction. Now we can expect euro dollar to move to the upside, and we saw that previous week liquidity grab. Now the market is moving, it has fuel now. You know, if you don't know what is a liquidity, I can explain more. Let me know in the chat. Liquidity is the fuel of the market. Okay, so you saw that the market has crossed the previous weekly low, grabbed the liquidity, and then bounced to the upside, and we could see that the market continuing to the upside. Now from the daily, there is a doji, the market opened with a gap, so there is a probability now for the price to continue to rise, as we see the DXY was coming down. Now from the intraday, you see this is at 20 EMA. I'm waiting to test this level here, which is highly likely to happen. We see that euro dollar, this is a leg where there is a huge false breakout towards the downside, okay, and then has closed above with this long bullish engulfer. Now from that zone, we saw that euro dollar from this level has a rejection to the upside. Now what I think that euro dollar might come down to test this level, and then we could see the market is moving to the upside. So with that respect, we can see that euro dollar you know, is forming an inverted head and shoulder along this zone. This is the 4-hour time frame, and we see from the multi time frame perspective, euro dollar forming an inverted head and shoulder along this zone. Now with that inverted head and shoulder formation, euro dollar highly likely that could continue to rise. So for me, for entering the trade, I just need to see that it's testing this level where there is a high liquidity zone. Even on the 1 hour, we saw that there is a highly likely the market will come down later today to test this zone during the London session, and which is likely to happen, and then we can look for potential bullish trading opportunity. Okay, so just need to be patient for this price to test, and you know, it should be coming down to test this level. Otherwise, if we buy from here, it will come down and might get us out of trade. Okay guys, in the meantime, do one thing for me: smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. This weekend on Sunday, I'll be releasing some of the secret of gold trading on 5 minutes time frame that I use to pinpoint my entry. You can find that on YouTube for free. So make sure, guys, do one thing: subscribe to the channel and also press that bell button so that you don't miss out. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to do that. 2 things: probably you are following me long time, you forgot to subscribe. Do that. Everything will be on your home page, because the intention here is to help the trader. So if you open the door, it's easier for me to give you everything that you deserve. Awesome. Thank you very much for your support to the channel and also being continuously supporting, staying here. Thank you very much. So let's look at now gold. Going back to gold, the candle closed, and with the candle close we see that gold now, after opening this price, there is a 15 minutes candle that has bullish candle. Let me see. Okay, so we saw that there was a candle close on gold 4 hour, which is a long wick at the top, and on top of this level. Now if I look at the daily, as I mentioned earlier, that from the daily on gold, the price still did not test this 20 EMA here, okay, on the daily. And I'll really to see that gold is coming down to test the daily 20 EMA and then giving me potential buying opportunity. Okay, so for me, highly likely the price should come down to test the daily 20, but it's a bull market, so I have to be very cautious if I want to sell. So far we see the market is showing bullish this move, but I think it might come down to the support level. This is the level where there's the daily 20 EMA and a very important level. Okay, so we could see that this market coming down to test this zone here. Okay, this is a, if you look at bigger picture, you can see this is the resistance here, which is support here, and also along with this daily 20 EMA. I'm expecting it to come down and to give us potential long-term bullish trading opportunity. Okay, I normally trade when I see a very high probability opportunity, so let's keep eye on that. As soon as we will be looking for an entry. As you have seen, we do frequently call for live trade from this live session. This Euro AUD trade is a great one that's now going to hit the profit target. I haven't got any response from on this is also our VIP trade, and let me know in the chat if anyone were there on this trade. Dear coach, great trade, Euro AUD based on a liquidity gap. Yeah, still on this trade. Thank you very much, Masood. I'm more happy that I'm learning this approach. Huge appreciation. Thank you, Masood, for joining Forex Trading Wizard Academy. And I'm sure that everyone, this is the voice of everyone. I know Masood is our VIP students in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Thank you very much, Chindi. I'm your AUD trade since Friday. Thank you, Chindi. Thank you very much. I know that you are also in VIP. Channel depends. Thank you very much, Marian. PV channel. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Again, yeah, that's a good idea. NASDAQ. Sorry, yeah, absolutely. Yes. Please explain more. Thank you. I'll look at that now. In the meantime, our trade link is given in the live chat, guys. Use that link for ever trade, and then join ever trade. Their regulated broker will help you in your journey. I recommend always to trade in a regulated broker. One thanks for your usual update. Please check Gbpusd. Absolutely again on my Euro AUD trade. Very good. Again, I see that many of you running. That's what needed. Okay, everyone, always hold the trade, and I recommend you, if you are really want to learn everything, so make sure that always follow the updates and see how I'm managing, and you can learn that So okay, so looking at here now, AUD CAD. Okay, AUD CAD, I'll be looking at first of all daily. Now from the daily we can see that AUD CAD, after this impulse, the price has come down here. If I look at the weekly, okay, so from the weekly we saw that AUD CAD has formed a bullish candle that has a long wick. Now the price is going up. I think that, you know, this market so far looks like that it might move to the upside. Okay, from the monthly we saw starting of move. Weekly, there is a long wick here. Let me see the daily. Okay, so AUD CAD, okay, so AUD CAD, look, if the market not breaking down, instead pushing high, which is a probability to happen, then we might see the bullish move for this one. But for me, I think that, you know, after testing this resistance, we might see AUD CAD again dropping down. The way it is moving, I don't think that AUD CAD will be able to go much further to the upside, okay, because still the long-term trend is down. If you look at the weekly, there is a weekly bullish candle, but that bullish candle, in fact, you know, has a liquidity trigger from the top. Okay, so now like, what is a liquidity that I always, you know, try to explain to you guys. Look, liquidity, okay, liquidity is the fuel of the market. All right, so once you understand how the market moves, it becomes easier for you to see the directional bias in the market. Okay, so what you can see that in this zone on AUD CAD, this is a resistance zone on the weekly, and from that level the price just, you can see there is a little bit of penetration to the upside. It's a lower high, but still there is a, in that zone the market has liquidity. So how does it work? You see that whenever you, the Euro AUD, let's go back to Euro AUD trade to explain it again, because it's much easier for me to explain here, and then we'll go back to AUD CAD. Now this is the 1 hour candle that I have traded. Right? Why does the price is going that way in exactly as predicted? Is because of the liquidity trigger. And the more liquidity trigger, the stronger the price, the movement is because the market moves from liquidity to liquidity. All right, this is why it is said that those who do very well in trading, those who have intellectual curiosity is the primary source of all knowledge and creation. Curiosity is very important, so you have to be curious to understand why the market moves that way. Now, you know, because of that reason, you know, I talk about sometime, to be successful as a trader or anything in life, you need to combine, there are two parts in our brain, you know, right and left. You need to combine that creative brain, the artistic brain, with the logical brain. It's exactly applicable in our trading also. And this artistic brain is called the child's brain, okay, and this logical brain is the adult brain, you know. So these two, when you can combine both of them, then you can, you know, do any kind of, in trading or anywhere, you can become very, very successful. So that's why, then how do you apply those in trading. See, intellectual curiosity is when you try to always dig deeper in something. You are not satisfied what's already you not know. You want more something, know why this happening, why this. Then you started to understand, in fact, how these things works. You see that why did I had option to open gold, because gold was dropping during the NFP. I had option to open any other trade, but why did I call for this Euro AUD trade? Is because you see that gold was dropping, but it's now going up, right? It was not the right place to sell gold. When it was sell gold, we sold it on the last day of trading week early, and then we took profit. But Euro AUD, it is still dropping, and I know that it's gonna drop is because of this reason. There is a liquidity trigger in that trade. Liquidity is the simplest way you understand how the liquidity works is try to understand where is everyone's stop loss. The simple formula, let me give you, let's forget about everything, okay? Because it might sometime make you very complex for you if you don't want to think that much. Simplest way to explain, always think of where is everyone else's stop loss is. And always when you see a candle has triggered all this stop loss and the price has reversed, always trade in that direction, okay? The reason is when retail traders stop loss is a huge liquidity, and when this liquidity is triggered, the market always move aggressively there, because there's always a transaction between buyers and sellers in the market. This is only the thing that's happening in the market, buying and selling, buying and selling. So if you consider this trade here, let's say here, okay, now a lot of trader traded this 1 hour candle short. Why? Because you see this candle, this doji has triggered liquidity. So some trader sold this market, putting a stop loss above this high. Okay, and now the next one has gone up, crossed that one as well. And then this trader, when it traded this candle, they said that wow, already it has crossed the doji's high, so it has a liquidity, let's sell this candle. There's a high probability, so another batch, and once they sold, there is another one has crossed. Now there are more seller coming in the market saying that okay, already 2-3 batch of sellers already triggered, there must be huge move here, I'm gonna sell this candle, and they sold this candle too, putting stop loss. And then what happened? And then this one, look at that one. Now this one is the winner in that movement, okay? Now how many batch? 1, 2, 3, 4 batch of seller already triggered. Now what is the advantage of, now this movement is going to be huge. I will tell you why not those, why this one, okay? Just a moment. Firstly, when all of them, okay, failed, what happened? Their stop loss is a sell order, okay, is a buy order. So when, not seller, it's a buy order. So when you sell, your stop loss is a buy order by default. So when your stop loss is triggered, okay, you bought, and when you bought, there must be a seller on the other side. This is what I tell you, that intellectual curiosity, okay? So when you bought, there must be someone sold. Who sold that market? The big boys, those who really move the market. And when they sell this market, the market moved, aggressively towards the downside, and this is where we have solved in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, because we trade based on the big boys movement, based on the institutional trader. This is only the place you will find that in this open market, that we are trading based on institutionals trading strategy. This is why we are so successful as a trader, and this is why everyone coming in this platform always having a very good feeling, very good experience, dreaming for big and becoming a very good trader from the day one. So make sure that you don't miss that opportunity. As I mentioned, that there's a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to learn our strategies, and also to trade us, to see how we are picking this kind of trade, and also how we are trading based on the institutional trading strategy. Okay, any question, don't hesitate to ask. There is a live chat available on the website. She will be able to answer any question that you have anytime. Thank you very much. And let's see, please, dollar yen, I'll be looking at that. Dollar yen, absolutely. Gloria, thank you. Good morning, Gloria. Thank you very much. Roderick, good day, coach. What is the reason why you choose EMA 10 and 20? Very good question. Roderick, what's the reason did I choose EMA 10 and 20? Firstly, moving average is one of the oldest indicator you will ever find. Okay, firstly. Secondly, 10 and 20 EMA is neither a very fast moving average nor a very slow moving average, because using a slow moving average is a problem is that it takes a lot of time to touch that moving average to give me an alert, and using a fast moving average, it frequently touches, and sometimes some trade alert may be not suitable for me. Secondly, 20 EMA is considered as the rubber band. So rubber band means when you stretch a rubber band and release it, it will go and become squeeze and become one like that. So when the price far away from 20 EMA, the price come back again to hit the 20 EMA and then again revert back. So 20 EMA is a very good way that I understand how far the market is from its 20 EMA, to understand actually when the market is going to come back, or where in relation to the price should be from the average value. This is another thing. Another thing is 10 and 20 EMA together combine a lot of trending decision, how the market is trending, the health of the trend. There's a lot of factors that's available. This is why I explain everything in a separate lesson. Also one available on the YouTube about everything you need to know 10 and 20 EMA. I'll make another one in the future so that you guys know more about it. So these are the things, and some of my strategies is developed based on 10 and 20 EMA. So, and another thing is, it's a very popular. The more popular, the more people uses, and the more chances that where we can find trading opportunity. These are the reasons, and there are more I'll explain in a separate video. Thank you. Analyze dollar yen, Paul. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, coach. Thank you, Paul. You're welcome. So let me look at now dollar yen. Okay, so looking at dollar yen, in the beginning we discussed a little bit. For me, what I think, the dollar yen, we might see that the market again coming to test this support level. Okay, this is a bullish market. This is the daily chart on dollar yen. After breaking the daily high, we see the market is coming down. I think that dollar yen today we might see a little drop. Okay, and then we could see that bullish move. I'll remain bullish on dollar yen, but for me, you can see this is the 4-hour chart. The price is consolidating along the zone. I think that the price will come down to that level again, and then we might see that bullish trading opportunity here. So for me, I want to see the market has dropped or given a long week candle along the zone to complete an inverted head and shoulder, or any kind of rejection from the bottom will give me buying opportunity. I'll remain bullish on dollar yen once the price will drop. If we look at the bigger picture monthly, we can see that from the monthly perspective, dollar yen for bigger picture, it is in fact, you can see from this monthly resistance, dollar yen had a bounce rejection, and with that rejection, this is the support level on dollar yen. Okay, and from the weekly we can see that this is the support, but that much far the price may not come this week. Okay, what I think that, see, this is the weekly candle, the price might retest this weekly support, and then we could see the price again bouncing to the upside. So from the daily, once the price will test this level, we'll look for potential bullish opportunity, or break, even it could break this support, already in the support, and then we might see the market is moving after creating a long week candle. We'll look for buying. So this is a bullish market. I'll look for buying opportunity. Aussie yen, we see the market is moving to the upside. Eurojpy also showing. Okay, so this is the 1 hour chart on Eurojpy. I think that this one, Eurojpy also bullish. Okay, all the yen pair is bullish, but for me, I think Eurojpy should test this level here. You can see there is a long week bullish candle with a weakless candle on the 4 hour. This doji, there is a huge liquidity in that zone. So if Eurojpy, this is what I wait for. Okay, this is why it is important to be patient. You see, when I make a plan to trade from this zone, I wait for that, and I become non-negotiable in that approach. I say that this is the zone that I will be waiting. If you don't give me the price there, I'm not gonna buy it. Okay, like that. And then when the price come, I take it. If I miss it, I miss it, like that. So developing a proper trading psychology is very important. Okay, because otherwise there is a lot of chance of making over trading, which is in fact a very common, in the beginning I used to do that. I take a lot of trades and then realize that, okay, at the end of the week I had almost 50 trades, 60 trade, and what did I do? I saw that if I took these 10 trades, okay, or these 6 trades, that could give me huge profit. Then why did I take another 40 trades that took all my profit away? This is how it happens. So it is important not to over trade. Even if you miss couple of trades, that's fine. That I think that's okay. Okay, if you miss couple of trades, you can let yourself miss. Trading is like that. Sometimes you need to miss trades. That's fine. Okay, so we see that Eurojpy now slowly moving to the upside. Okay, with this support level, and I think that at some point we could see Eurojpy is testing this level. This is a very important level, okay, that I have drawn, and this weakless candle along with this zone is a high liquidity area. Okay, so you could see anytime a retest of this level. And this is the daily chart. You can see on Eurojpy, so far the market open with a weakless candle. All right, very, very strongly bullish. I'll look for bullish trading opportunity on Eurojpy, AUDjpy, and CADjpy also bullish. Okay, if you look at the daily on AUDjpy, you can see that in fact there is a big bull candle here. Very strongly bullish market. Okay, once I will find an opportunity, I'll look for an entry on this one. John, thank you very much, John, for being here. Again, please check USD CAD. I think is going down now. Again, we'll be looking at John. Very grateful. Thank you very much, John. Awesome. Also join, guys, a free Telegram channel. Link given in the chat. You can join the free Telegram channel to stay up to date with Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Anything here, you will be always staying up to date. So, John, let me see. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let me look at the indices US30 and NASDAQ. Okay, looking at the US30, if I look at the daily, okay, so what do you see that from the daily perspective on US30? I'll be looking at bigger picture monthly. Now this is the monthly chart on US30. We saw that the market has crossed almost previous monthly low, has broken towards the downside, and then has come to this important level where there is the previous monthly support, US30, and then has crossed this low. If we look at the weekly, so why did I look at monthly that way? Is because when you see the price has gone that far, cross all of this low, it has in fact a huge liquidity in that market. And if you look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly the price crossed 3 weeks low, almost 1 2 3 4 weeks low, and it formed proper pullback as well after this move. So if we take our Fibonacci from starting of this move to the end of the move, we can see the market has crossed that 38.2% Fibonacci level, and then has come to that level where there is a huge liquidity, and we saw the market has crossed to the upside. Now if we look at the daily on US30, what we see that this is the daily candle, has a last day of trading, we get a huge momentum, and this is a resistance level which is broken. I think that today we can expect a bit down pullback, because after this kind of bullish daily, the price should come down at least to test the daily 20 EMA and test this resistance as a support. From the lower time frame, you see there is a daily 4-hour 20 EMA along with this previous resistance level, which is turning support here as well. And US30, very unlikely that it will move from here. Instead, what we could see that US30 coming down to test the 4-hour 20 EMA, crossing that zone, forming a long wick candle from here, and then we look for buying opportunity on US30. Okay, this is how the market does, and you see that this happens all the time over and over in the market. Okay, so if we look at, let me see that one here. So US30, I will be looking at WTI, US oil. So WTI also, we see looks like the market is slowly turning a bullish market. Okay, so if we look at daily, as I mentioned that I always look at starting with the daily chart, which is very important, because looking at the daily chart will give you a bit more clearer idea of how the market is doing. Now if we look at the WTI on the daily price section, we can see that this is the daily support level here. Okay, now with that support there was a huge long wick candle. Now with that long wick candle, this is a huge rejection on the daily. We saw that there is a previous day, this is a bullish candle. After this kind of long wick candle, this is also a bull candle, and the market after gap opening slowly pushing to the upside. If we look at the lower time frame on WTI, we can see that there is in fact a huge long wick candle from the double bottom, has broken to the upside. Okay, created a this is a bullish structure here. Okay, now for me WTI, I want to see that the market has a liquidity gap from the bottom along with this 20 MA. Okay, it is highly likely to happen something like that, which in fact will confirm a retest of this previous resistance turning support. This is the order block, the smart money area, which is the previous resistance here, which is turning support here, and then I'll look for potential buying opportunity on WTI. Okay, so this is the zone that I will wait for potential bullish. I think WTI will be, would move to the upside, but we need to see enough retest and then we can look for buying opportunity in that market. Competent. Yeah, you can join the free Telegram channel link. I think voice should be okay, isn't it, guys? Can you hear me? I think looks to me that voice is okay. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you still can't hear me. So free Telegram channel link in the description, or I can give you a link for free Telegram channel, guys, so that you can stay connected, because there's a lot of educational content and things are posted on the free Telegram channel. This is the free Telegram channel, guys. You can join that. I've given on the live chat. You can click that and join the free Telegram channel, or I can give you a handle. Sounds good. Thank you very much. Chiran talks boys. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Awesome, very good. Let me see if there is anything that I'm missing out here. Aussie yen very strongly bullish. CAD, CHF, so CHF looks like that after this, or CHF looking like a very nice looking rejection from this liquidity zone. I think that it might come down again. CHF if CHF grab liquidity from this no man's land, there is a weakless candle, will be a very good area for me to potential bullish. I think CHF might come down for, this is that 1 hour chart. I think it might come down for another drop, which is very likely. This is already overextended to the upside. CHF if it come down to that zone, I will be opening a big buy on this one. Okay, this is a support level, which is very likely to happen. I think it will come down to test this level here. Okay, and this is the zone that I will be waiting for potential buying on CHF. We see that AUD USD, Eurujpy also is the 1 hour chart, has a more bullish price action. This one also, I really will wait for this price to come to that level that I'm expecting. Euro AUD, I'll hold the trade, risk-free trade. It's going almost nearly hitting the profit target. This is the YouTube live trade, guys. You have seen that during the NFP given. Also, I have sent the same trade to the students who are trading with us. They are also running the trade. And if you want to receive this kind of trade as well, that I'm trading every day, learn our strategies, and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can find a link in the description, and also you can find a link at the top of the chat. Click the link, join us. Once you go to the website, click join now button, and it will take you to the page where you can join. And once you join, let me know if you have any question. So Euro NZD, we see that the market slowly turning to a bearish market. This is the 1 hour chart, which is in fact breakdown. So it might not even test this level. Let's see. looks like that highly bearish. CAD-JPY also. Okay, so this one, as I mentioned, is now slowly turning to bullish market. I want to see a little down. I think JPY pair might come back down for another liquidity drop, and then we might see that market is moving to the upside, including GBP JPY. Okay, so we see GBP CHF, except GBP a little bit of weaker. NZD CAD showing bullish. NZD CAD from this daily 20 MA looks like that it's now pushing to the upside again. So gold, as I mentioned earlier, gold, I will be waiting for a drop to this level. I think that the gold should be able to come down to that zone for potential buying opportunity. Okay, let's see how it does. I normally keep eye all day long to see the best trade. I'm just quickly looking at all of them. Okay, so as I mentioned, gold looks like that. You can see this is the 1 hour candle on gold is not now, the bulls are not getting enough strength. So we might see gold, as I mentioned, we might see that, you know, coming down to the support level, right? So that could give us an entry opportunity. For me, daily 20 MA, this zone will be another important area to look at for a potential buying opportunity. And you know, along the way, any trade coming, I will definitely jump on the trade, and also I'll be sending the same trade to the community as well in the VIP, as well as if I'm on live, definitely I look, you know, call for a trade. And I'll come on live again in the New York session, guys. In the New York and London session, we'll jump on again any trade coming up. And in the meantime, any question, don't hesitate to ask. Even I replay all the comments on the YouTube video. And hopefully that you started a great trading week. Let me know if I haven't answered any question before end the stream for the time being, and we'll come back again. Thank you. Can you check USD? Okay, sorry, you work on signal. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so let me know if I haven't answered any question that you guys had. And in the meantime, if you are looking for a regulated broker, also join EvaTrade. I can give you a link in the EvaTrade brokerage link you can find in the description area. Also Isa will give you a link on the live chat now for EvaTrade. You can start trading with them with even a smaller account. They're regulated, so your capital will be in the safe hand. Yeah, can you check USD? Yeah, I can check, but this is a very exotic pair and sometime very volatile. USD KK. So if we look at this is it's exactly the DXY. So USD KK analysis, you can reflect with DXY is the same price action as DXY. Okay, so if we look at DXY, you can see that this is the DXY, exactly the same as DXY. So you can reflect what I'm analyzing on DXY is with the USD KK. There's a doji, the price now breaking the daily support, which is highly likely the market will be dropping again. Dollar CAD, Dollar CAD is buried. There's a gap up opening, and as expected dollar CAD coming down, and I think that if you look at the weekly, you can see there is a big gap up opening, and I think the dollar CAD could continue to drop towards the downside. It is also breaking the support, and yeah, I think the dollar CAD will continue to drop. You can see there's a huge drop again after this doji again dropping. So to sell, I need a little bit of pullback to the upside properly, or strong liquidity grab, then we can consider for selling dollar CAD. Okay, so dollar CAD from bigger picture is bearish. This is the daily chart. Any pullback to the upside, looking for selling opportunity. So we see the dollar is getting weaker and weaker, and that could lead gold to be stronger, and we'll keep up on that one. Okay, so thank you for being here, and I'll see you very soon again in another live. And if you are joining here, then I will see you very soon. And thank you very much everyone for being here, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you.